strap yourselves in and hang on to your ass, cause we gotta go fast. The Wyvern is a tier 4, 5.0 battle rating Usain Bolt with 4 20mm Mark V Hispana strapped to the wings and more ordnance than was used by the Russian track teams. The Wyvern does 3 things well: going fast, going faster, and plowing ground forces like your mother on VE Day. However, this is not a space shuttle, and so going any higher than the fucking Eiffel Tower will cause you to go through a power withdrawal that makes meth addicts look like pussies. Also, this is a premium that can only be obtained by purchasing the Wyvern Advanced Pack for 30 of your hard-earned dollars. No! As for flight performance, this Hedgehog is probably the fastest rocket ship at 5.0. This is down to the massive as fuck turboprop engine, which allows this thing to simply out-accelerate and outrun any prop fighter at its tier. With a top speed of 648 km/h in level flight, this is the perfect early game blitz aircraft. Its climb rate is mostly affected by its excellent acceleration, meaning that quickly zoom climbing up to take out an unsuspecting enemy is not a problem if they are within 1400 meters of you. However, this speed performance is only available at low altitude, meaning that this aircraft is a dedicated lawnmower. It is also a carrier aircraft, so landing on either carriers or airfields isn't a big deal. As for structural integrity of the aircraft, it's practically impossible to break the wings on this rocket ship. However, this thing's burn rate makes the Shaman look like a damp towel, and in a dive you can easily go 850 km/h with no danger of breaking the wings. And believe me, I tried to break the wings off this piece of shit. Also, the way you are going to be flying this aircraft most of the time, you shouldn't worry about breaking your wings anyway. A cardinal rule with this aircraft is not to go above 3000 meters. Anything after that, your engine power drops off massively and makes you a sitting duck for every boom and zoom aircraft in existence. Also, a common mistake for Wyvern pilots, if they need to outturn somebody, is to drop the flaps. Because this aircraft can accelerate so quickly, it's critical that you hit your flaps and your air brakes fall. Ultra Super Rate Braking! However, timing the turn-in to avoid a boom and zoom enemy can be a challenge due to the sluggish turn performance of this aircraft, even with the air brakes. Meaning that oftentimes your only hope for survival is to gun the whip and hope you can outrun the fucker, which if an enemy is coming out of a dive may be difficult for even the Wyvern to avoid. However, if we are going to be totally honest with ourselves, the only reason that Gagey added this airplane was to give British tankers like me an epic ground attack aircraft that can compete in high tier battles. Oh, and don't worry about overheating this aircraft. You can basically whip all day without worrying about damaging the engine. Seeing as it's a ground attacker, what can it bring to the table? Well, this is probably one of the most well-armed strike fighters at 5.0. It can carry up to 16 armor-piercing or high-explosive tipped rockets. It can also be equipped with up to 3 1,000-pound bombs, as well as a hard-throbbing torpedo. As for guns, it's equipped with 4 Mark V 20mm full-auto shotguns which couldn't hit the broadside of a PE-8 if it rammed the fucker. The Mark V Hispanus on this aircraft rely on simply firing a shitload of rounds in the general direction of the enemy. Oh, and don't worry about conserving ammo, cause your plane can carry 1200 rounds. So spray and pray all you want. As for crew skills, focus on vitality, G-torrents, stamina and ground cruise. Don't worry about modifications on this Hedgehog, since it's premium and you get it all for free. You pay to win, piece of shit. As for how you play it in general, it can basically be described in one question. What other aircraft have ridiculous acceleration, but generally poor maneuverability? That's right, jets. So you act like one. In air battles you have a couple of options. You can either make ground forces regret their life choices or climb up to 3,000 meters and bait half the enemy team into chasing your ass into a dive, so you can run away like the little bitch you are. If you need to dogfight, then make sure that you don't get tied down in a maneuvering engagement for long periods of time, as this aircraft becomes less maneuverable the slower it gets. As a general rule, stay faster than 350 km per hour and below an altitude of 3,000 meters. And then when they least expect it, you come out of fucking nowhere and shotgun some poor bastard right in the face. As for ground forces, your job is literally to make every tanker regret killing you as you hit with more rocket spam than the fucking Calliope. You web to the battlefield, find some poor ground pounding peasant and blast him back to the garage. And if AAA starts taking exception to you being there, you gun the hypothetical afterburners and outrun their food products. Same goes for low flying aircraft as well. So before we go, let's review. Never forget that you are Sonic with wings and your sole goal in life is to go faster than everybody else. You can carry a living shitload of ordnance, so ground forces will shit their pants if they find out you're in the area. It also has more ammo for its 20mm than you will ever need. And on top of that, it can dogfight reasonably well, just not for long periods of time. And finally, it's fucking Sonic with wings. So there you have it, the literal fucking Sonic with wings. Now get out there and make every tanker regret their life choices.